So we're gonna take the seat off, Mr. Joe. Let's take it off. Alright. So first thing we gotta do, we're gonna pull these off, getting rid of them. They hold all your batteries down.
Yeah.
Then we're going to get all these little connections off of here. And these batteries, you're gonna take it to the scrapyard. So. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get back after I break all this down. Alright, so this is the setup we're running. It's a big battery, Eagle 2, 48 volt kit. It was $1,600. It comes with the onboard charger. Comes with a gauge. Everything you need to install it. And then he'll have 60 plus amp hours of ride time. It's gonna really flip this golf cart. It's gonna make it like brand new. So we're still working on taking the batteries out. Alright, so I got all the battery wires disconnected. The smaller ones that intertwine. Keep the batteries in series. Whenever you get done, you're gonna have a red wire coming off of your controller and a black wire going to your motor. Okay? Alright. I'm gonna try to pull this first battery out of here. My neighbor said that this battery here is a 12 volt battery, which he don't know nothing about this stuff. He don't know that you can't add a 12 volt battery into an 8 volt system without destroying the other batteries. I don't know how long he's had this battery in here. I'm looking for a date on it, but I don't really see one. And I also don't see where it says 12 volts. It says GC8 deep cycle, so that very well may be an 8 volt battery. I'm trying to use this these little battery handles that BigBattery.com provided with their batteries for the installation. I'm gonna use it to remove these. Oh yeah, that boy's heavy. I don't know what this is. I think he took that to an interstate place and interstate battery, because that's what it is, and they probably just swapped it out for him, gave him what he needed. He probably just thought it was a 12 volt. These all 8 volt batteries now, they ain't light. So it looks like I can only get one piece of the hook and these other batteries that he's got in here. All this is trash. I told him to take them to the scrapyard. When I did the change out on mine, I took all 6 of my batteries to the scrapyard. Now mind you, this was in Indiana, because that's where I was at when I did it. I took them all to the scrapyard and got like $60. So down here in the south, it may be less. You may get less money than $60. I mean, but I don't know. That's just what I got. And these batteries are kind of heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, they're not heavy. They're about 30 pounds a piece. Just an awkward position. Now, you may have seen my neighbor in a video earlier. But, like I said, he's an older gentleman. So I ended up taking him back to his house because he don't need to be here for all this. And also, I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Alright, so we got all 6 batteries out of here. I'm going to take this battery mount thing right here. You're not going to use it no more. I didn't use it on my swap out. Got to work it out of there, like so. Now I'm going to back this golf cart out into the yard right here, and I'm going to give it a good wash down, get all this acid out of here. I'm not really going to mess with any of this wiring other than the charging. Alright, when you tow one of these golf carts, these club cars, this is a club car Precedent, I'm not sure of the year, but there's a switch right here. you need to put it in tow. I don't know if it matters when there's no batteries in the golf cart or not, but I'm switching it into tow anyhow. And I'm gonna tow it out here. I'm gonna back it out of this garage right here. And I'm gonna clean this engine bay out. Alright, I just sprayed some Simply Awesome in here, and I'm just giving it a good scrub down this battery compartment. You can do whatever you want with it. Like I said, I got a subwoofer in mine. I got all my electronics in there for my extra lights and stuff. Like, he's not gonna have a lot of extra electronics on this golf cart, so it's not gonna matter. But I mean, if you want to store like a coat or something in here, you can put anything in here. You know what I mean? Put a cooler of beer in here if you wanted to. I don't necessarily drink no more. I used to drink a lot. Give it another scrub. I got the Total Awesome in here right now. This is some Dollar General cleaner, all-purpose cleaner. This golf cart needs a wash, Mr. Joe. But I'm not going to wash it all for you. I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm going to get the tractor. Alright, we're back in the shop. Finally. It's a little endeavor getting it back in here. But we got now I'm gonna place the batteries in here. I'm not gonna let it dry out or nothing because I ain't got time for it. I got other stuff to do today. But anyhow, this red right here is gonna go to the red on the battery, and then this black's gonna go to the black. Open it up. I'll probably open it up real quick. Let me see. Take that screw out. And this is where your controller is. So, all I did on mine with this charger is I just cut the wires. You know, really don't need none of this crap now. Because it's going to be a different style charger. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out of here like this. Cut the tie wraps. Okay, let's see here. Black and a blue. I'm not sure what that blue's for, them plugs. I'm gonna undo that off of there. 13, I believe. And there it is. 13. We're gonna undo this. And he's not gonna, right now, I'm just gonna stick the charging plug through the hole right here. And I told him we can get a no-co or either some kind of 120 port to so it don't look all ratty, you know what I mean? Looks clean. I'm gonna put that back on here like this. It looks like that's gonna be your ground. Yeah, that's your ground going to your controller from the battery. And all this is a factory controller. Nothing special. He ain't got no programmer or nothing like that on here. Like I said, all I do is beat around you know, whenever he's using it. This looks like it's gonna be a 13 as well. Going to this solenoid, I guess. You just pry that out, and there's a few screws right here, I do believe. There's a few screws right there. Ah, yeah, I forgot. You gotta bust this loose right here. You bust this piece loose right here. Let me get a screwdriver. And this should just snap in and out, I think. I do not remember. But being there ain't no screw holes, I'm gonna say it does. Yep. Yep. There's torture on them. Alright, I got it out. I'm not going to show really how I got it out because it's not no professional way to get it out. You don't have to take it out. I took it out because I'm going to utilize this hole to run the job cord through for them. Now I got to get it back in here. I don't know how to. But I think I got a plan. Yeah, there we go. Ah! This right here probably be one of the hardest parts of this whole thing if you decide to do it. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong or something. I don't know. But I'm done with it because we don't need it. Now I'm gonna install some batteries. I'm gonna put the batteries on the right side of the golf cart because the driver on the left side of the golf cart. I'm gonna position them in there. Might end up having to put a ratchet strap or something on them. Edit that out. Anyhow, like I said, put them on the right hand side because that'll help equal out the weight. These batteries probably weigh about 30 pounds a piece, so that'd be a good 60 pounds over there extra. And also, when you do this, you get about a 200 something pound weight reduction. So look, this here is the battery. Okay, it's a big battery, Eagle 2. It's got the IP67 waterproof rating. The heater, it's got its internal heater in it. Communication and LED meter. Right, all on this battery by itself without anything. And that being said, I'm going to go in there like so. Bam. Alright. You can charge this battery in the wintertime, I do believe. Now, mind you, if you're ever going to do a lithium upgrade, you're going to need to make sure you get the one with the heater, because the one without the heater, it's got a little wiring diagram right on top. Alright. That's pretty cool. Parallel. We're gonna wire them parallel. Alright. Turn the light back up. So it tells you right on top of the battery here what you're gonna do with these little jumpers that it gives you. The kit comes with everything you need. I'm not a sponsor of Big Battery. I just like their products, and they like this system right here, this Eagle 2 system right here, come with a 12-year warranty. Now the battery that I bought come with a 10-year warranty, which is still a substantial amount of warranty. Make sure I ain't missing nothing over here. So when you get these batteries, it comes with these little things right here. I'm not 100% sure what they are for. Like a couple of them are dogged off. Then you got a communication wire on both ends. Alright, so we're going to wire it parallel. So I'm just going to go negative to negative. And what I'm actually going to do, alright, no, we're good. Bam, negative to negative. I got them in here opposing sides, if you will. And the reason for that is because you're going to have you're gonna have a hot and a negative come up, and that way you ain't gotta jump across the battery. Alright, I got the batteries opposing sides. I'm hooking this ground up first. I'm just gonna snug her up. Don't know any torque values once again. You're never gonna see many torque values in my shop. You know, there's a lot of stuff they say about torquing and all this, that, and other. If I'm working on like an essential car part or something, you know what I mean? Something to do with the steering or something, I may do a torque value in there. But most of the time, just tighten the crap out of it, you know what I mean? Just don't over tighten it. You know, you gotta have that feel, if you will. Alright, so here's the thing. The black cord is not going to be long enough, or the red cord, it turns out. So I'm going to take two of them jumpers that I took off the other batteries. I'm going to nut and bolt them together. I'm going to take Super 33 electrical tape, and I'm going to wrap it around them connections real nice and tight. And I think I had to do that on my golf cart too, but I can't remember. So right now we're putting in these jumpers. You gotta tie the batteries together in parallel. So basically negative to negative and positive to positive. And then on this battery there's a little threaded hole on each end, and you that's where your leads go for your controller to the motor. So I'm just gonna slip this under here like this. Over here to this one, here we go, bam, we're tied in series now, or in parallel, I'm sorry, keep saying in series, I mean parallel. Set that up like that. So now, my negative off the controller will come here, and my positive off the controller will come there. And then we're probably going to do a little test drive real quick before I hook everything up. Or hook up the gauge and all that, because I think we should be able to run it without having to hook the gauge up and everything. Because technically you don't even have to buy the external gauge. You can just run it like this. So now it says for the communication cable right here, and all of this wiring diagram is right on top of the battery. It's pretty sweet. I mean, BigBattery.com has done a good job. I'm not sponsored at all. I just I like their stuff. So it says we're going to come out of the out right here. This little communication cable. And there's a certain way that it fits in there, so be mindful of that. Don't just try to shove it in there. There you go. So now that's fitted in there. You tighten that screw down. I'm going to come across over here. I'm going to come under all this. Like that, like so. And then it's going to go out and go on the end. I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna swap it to the end right here because the out is for the gauge going out, and I want it to be. I want to come off this battery with it because it's closer to the front. So I'm going to put this on the end right here. The in port, if you will, in port. Play with it a little bit. She'll go in there again. Like so, it's in there. Bam. Now, like I said, it goes from the, let's see, the in to the out on the extra battery. Yep, like so. Now we're just going to take this little curly cue, we're going to stick it right back here in this little hole right there. Like I said, we'll clean all this up later. I'm going to make these cables real quick. I'm going to show you them when I get done making them. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. So when you remove your batteries, there's going to be 2 of these cables left, right? So there's going to be like 4 or 6 of them. But these are the 2 longest ones, so I chose the 2 longest ones. Okay. I cleaned them up. Sprayed some Simply Awesome on them, wiped them down. So now I'm about to bolt them onto this cable. I'm going to take a nut and a bolt, a 1/4-20 nut and bolt, and I'm going to put it together like this. Bam! And I'll show you the final product on all that. Alright, I got the first bolt on here. It's not a 1/4-20 bolt, it's a little bigger than a 1/4-20 bolt. But I cut them down with the bandsaw, made a nice connection right here, okay? And I'm going to take that connection up with some Super 33 or electrical tape. Now they say this stuff's rated for 600 volts a wrap, but I don't know about that. I've done some stuff though in the trade with it, but anyhow. Just going to take this up nice and neat like this. Get a good wrap on it. Because this will never be taken apart again unless we have to change something out, but I doubt we will. I mean, this stuff's pretty simple. Just take the crap out of it. You don't want it to rub on anything and bust this tape. You can buy Super 33 tape. You can buy this roll. This roll's like $7 at Lowe's because this is name brand. This is 3M. You can buy Jack Wrap, what they call Jack Wrap, whatever. You can buy that for like $7 for like 5 rolls. So just take that up, bam. The negative's done now, okay? Now I'm going to do the positive. Now I wish I had some red tape because I put red on this. And what I might do is I think I got some orange. I might put a couple wraps of orange on it just so we know what's what, if you will, later on. Like I said, once I close the hood on this thing, it's pretty self-explanatory from there. There really ain't a lot left to do. I mean, these batteries are maintenance-free batteries. they, you know, you don't gotta check water in them. You ain't gotta do nothing. Just plug them up, you know. Plug and play. If you got an electric golf cart and you're thinking about doing a lithium ion upgrade, this is the second one I've done. This ain't even my golf cart. It's my neighbor's golf cart. I talked them into doing this. Some people have their doubts about these lithium batteries, but I'm here to tell you, I put mine through the ringer. I put mine through the test, you know, and it's pretty daggone good. I'm just gonna do 2 little wraps like this, so we can identify the positive. I'm doing it with orange because that's all I have right now. I'm just gonna take it and put it together like this. And mind you also, when you're doing this stuff, with these batteries, even though this compartment looks a little cleaner, there's still battery acid everywhere from them old batteries. So, you know, you can get a lot cleaner than I did. I just did a rough cleaning on it. I'm going to let my neighbor and them sauce it up a little bit if they want to. I'm going to wrap this one with the orange tape just so everybody has a clear understanding of what we got going on here for the future. You're really going to want to wrap this black or this hot one, because you do not, and I repeat, you do not want this to arc on anything, because if it starts arcing, it'll probably burn the golf cart to the ground. So it's got to be done right. Don't half butt it or anything like that. Take your time. Just taper up nice and neat. And later on, I may come back with some red tape if I get me some, and phase these out to red. But right now, we're just doing this. Now, this little wire here, I believe this is something to do with your electronics. I'm just gonna stab it right now. See what we got. We got any lights or anything? Actually, not yet. Alright. Now, first thing we're going to do is hook this ground up. Got to get the little ground bolt. There it is. And looks like it's an Allen head. So I'm going to take this ground, I'm going to hook it right here, make sure you're on the negative side. And all the time while I'm doing this, these batteries are turned off. You can... These batteries are made to turn on and off, okay? So, if you're ever doing maintenance on it, turn it off. And that should eliminate any arcing or anything like that. Hopefully this Allen tape fits, and it does. So, we're going to take this right here. Actually, I'm going to tighten it up like that off to the side. Okay, that's that one. Take that one off to the side as well, like that. And what we might end up doing is put some kind of strap on here. When I did mine, the battery was a 100 amp hour battery. It was a single battery. So mine just fits in my golf cart perfect. So now, got that done. And the charger, when I hook the charger up, it's going to hook up right here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn these fire these batteries up, okay? I just seen the light come on up front. Okay. Alright. We got power on. Alright, this battery here, it's got an orange light on. I don't know why. Let's power it up. It might need to be charged. Put it back in run mode. I don't have nothing yet, so we gotta see what's going on here. Should be plug and play. I don't know why this battery is doing that. We're having technical difficulties. I'm gonna get back with you. Alright, so we're having technical difficulties. Maybe it's because I turned the batteries on at the wrong time or whatever, it protected itself. But I have forward motion and I have backwards motion, okay? I'm actually about to take it for a spin just to see how she runs before I come back and put all these gauges in and all that. But, and the batteries need to be charged. Which is, I'm not gonna say normal. I don't know if it's normal or not normal. I don't remember if mine was charged or not. And I'm gonna go see my neighbor, show him what we got going on here, and then I'm gonna bring it back and finish hooking up the gauge. I really just want to test drive this thing with these Eagle 2s. I know what they'll do with my battery. But I'm gonna test drive this real quick with these. This is a 64 amp hour, and y'all gonna go along with me on this test drive. And I'm just gonna hook. I am gonna hook the seat in there. So right now the batteries are not fully charged. They got 2 dashes on it, which I'm going to assume that's good enough to run, because on mine I can run it down pretty low. This golf cart has got a bigger lift and bigger tires than mine. They picked this thing up about 5 years ago. I think they overpaid for it a little bit, but I didn't buy it, so I don't care. But yeah, I mean, it's a legit golf cart. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, we moving, baby. Oh yeah, she got the juice now, boy. She got the juice now. All right. Oh yeah. Right now, the original battery gauge is still in there. Oh yeah, she got the power now, boy. Go get Mr. Joe. She running good. Mr. Joe ain't gonna know what to do with this power. Alright, so we took it on the test drive. I went and showed my neighbors whose golf cart it is. They were thrilled about it, which I knew they would be, because it's got power like they ain't never seen in it before. And the thing about these lithium ion batteries is they hold, it's not like lead acid where you charge it up and it runs good, you know, for the first day or so, or first that couple hours, right? These things run at top percent. Like the power delivery is a lot different than the lead acid batteries. It's like running on a full charge with lead acid batteries all the time. You know, it's not. It's a really ingenious system. I mean, these lithium batteries. You know, I remember when they first come out with them, I was a little uncertain about them, but so like you can see the battery shifted around a little bit when we were riding it out there. I think I'm gonna have to put an inverter on these lights, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so yeah, I just fried the light. So, sorry, Mr. Joe, we're going to get you a new light. They're like $20 on Amazon. Hopefully it took out this. Of course, it didn't take out the fuse. It did the same thing on my golf cart too. I don't recommend plugging up the light on the front until you get a DC inverter from 48 volts to 12 volts, and then you hook your external power up on that. The light's gone. Sorry, Mr. Joe. For everybody out there, don't plug up your light until you get an inverter. Be awesome. So right now, I'm going to cut these batteries off since I'm still working on them. So I'm just going to hold this down. It's going to turn red. It's going to flash down. And it should cut off. There it goes. It's off. Cut this one off. Hold it down. It's going to flash red. There you go. Let's work this out. So now the battery's off. So now what we're going to... Alright, this is the onboard charger that come with the kit. You do not use your old charger at all with these lithium batteries. It just plugs straight in, hooks to the positive and the negative, okay? Alright, so all you're going to do... You're just going to... take this hot and this negative. Let me find my little wrench. I don't know where I put it, of course. It's right here on the floor. Okay. I think I'm going to hook it up over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Hook it up on the extra ports on the battery. You're hot to your hot and negative to your negative. Like so. And I'm going to snug these up. Snug now. Take this boy right here. I'm going to shove it down the side right here like this. Bring it around the front of the battery. And then I got to find, I'm going to take some screws. And I'm going to do it just like I did mine. I'm just going to mount it right here. And this will actually help hold the batteries in, so I feel good about that. Mount that right there, and then this little boy right here. Just gonna poke through this hole like this, like so. And I'm actually gonna put the batteries on charge right now. this. About lost my camera. Because the batteries could use a little charge. And with these batteries, it don't take no time to, what that means? Oh, it's just letting us know that it's charging. Okay. The battery's got an indicator on it. And it's bouncing in between. You need to turn the batteries on when you're charging. That's my fault. Alright, now we're charging. Bam! The fan's kicked on. And we're charging. See, I got two blinking lights right here on top. Got one blinking light here, one blinking light there. Okay. So now that's charging. Now I'm just going to dress this thing up a little bit, get some of these wires out of the way. But also, I'm going to take some screws and screw this, first I'm going to dress it up. A couple tie wraps. I'm going to get back with you after I'm done dressing it. Alright, I'm just going to take some regular pan heads and screw this charger down. And that charger, my plan is with the charger is it's going to help hold the batteries in place. And if Mr. Joe has issues later on with the batteries shifting around and what have you, then I will put a strap on this battery for him. But I don't think he will. He's an old man. He's 80-something years old. He just beating around the neighborhood. But he could rip around the neighborhood if he wanted to. Come on this side. Like so. And Brian, if you're out there watching, you should have did this for your granddaddy. If you ever see this video, I don't know if you will. It don't matter, he's like my granddaddy too. That one didn't grab like what I wanted, but that'll do. It grabbed real good, so that's good. I feel good about that. So that's in there nice and tight now. That should help hold his batteries in place. Let's go over there and tell him the bad news that I fried his light, so he ain't gonna have no light for a couple of days. They don't ride at night much anyhow. You did?
No.
Okay, you gonna walk or what?
Yeah.
Alright, well, be careful. Look both ways when you go across the road, okay? All I'm doing right now is just wrapping these wires in a bundle so they can won't be all over the place, and they can use this for storage on different. They put different stuff in here. Come on now, get on there. God dang it! There you go. Come on, quit playing.
They gave us Z pin.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
What is it?
That's because I got the battery off of it. I'm charging it.
Oh.
Charging the battery to the gate. Alright, so now I gotta put the gauge in. And then that's a done deal. Job complete. So I'm gonna run this gauge up underneath here. Now, whenever I did mine, I had to call customer service from BigBattery.com, and it looks like I gotta plug in the negative as well. I don't remember having to do that on mine, but whatever. But I had to call customer service at BigBattery.com and have them tell me what ended up happening was I had to reprogram. Like these batteries got apps on them, and I ended up having to reset something. I don't remember. So we'll see if we got to do that on this one. And I called Big Battery on like a Saturday at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon or in the morning, and they picked right up. It was amazing. Customer service is excellent. So we're gonna pull this dash out. Screw right there. First, I'm gonna take this battery gauge out because he's not gonna use it no more. We're actually gonna cut a new hole right here. Alright, here we are under the golf cart. I'm running the meter wire up to the front. There's no particular way on how to run this meter wire to the front. I'm going to poke a hole right here in this plastic. I like to run it on the plastic along the frame, beside the plastic along the frame. Really, like I said, there ain't no particular way to do it other than just doing it. I'm going to run it up to the inside. We're going to plug it up and see what we got. I might have to call Big Battery customer service. That's okay, pull it back up. Now we're gonna run this up. Back up, sorry. Gonna run it up through this hole right here. Actually, I'm gonna. You'll figure it out on your golf cart on how you want to run it. I'm just doing this real quick and simple. Is it still recording? Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Alright, it's okay. Keep back up some so they can see. I'm gonna push it up through the hole by the steering column, where it comes up through the steering column. Alright, come around here, Tori. Now I'm just gonna plug it up. Okay, got it plugged up. Now let's go over here, Tori. Alright, got it plugged up front. I just tied this wire off right here like this so it wouldn't go nowhere. I'm going to bring it around the back and it's going to plug in right here. But I need to... Sawyer! 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 I'm plugging it in right here. And then I'm going to tie it in to these right here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut all this off before I break it loose. I'm going to cut the batteries back off. Okay. That one's off. Actually, I don't know what they're doing. Let's see here. Hold it down for about 3 seconds and then it goes through the motions and it cuts them both off. Okay, so that's why I was having problems, which is good. So you only got to hit one button. Now I'm going to do my positive and my negative right here. Like so. First thing we're going to hook up is the negative. Put that up. So this, I'm hooking up the power to the gauge right now. Then I'm going to fire them back up. Fire the batteries back up. And see what the gauge reads.
I'm going back over to Dora to Papa because
Okay, I love you. You want to ride a go-kart? Okay. Alright, so now we're going to power this boy back up. Here we go. Okay, both batteries come on. And the gauge is coming on now. So, let's see what it says. 72%. 2 comms. I don't know what the 2 comms means. It's just flashing at 72% right now. So, okay, 47 amp hours left. Okay, so now we're going to plug this up. Plug the charger back up. And she's charging. So I got the batteries hooked up, got the charger hooked up. I come around the back side with the charger cables. You got your communication cable in between the 2 batteries right here. You got your communication cable going out to your gauge. And we got it powered up. And you got your positive tying them in parallel. You got your negative going back to the controller. You got your positive going to the controller. Okay. And that's it. That's a done deal. We got the gauge running. It's at 73%, 48 amp hours. It says it's 2 comms. So I don't know what the 2 comms stands for. Don't really care. I think it just needs to be fully charged. So I'm going to let it charge while we are buttoning it up, and I'll show you when I get done. Alright, it's a done deal. I got the charging cord hanging out this hole right here. We might do something different with that. Got the gauge in. I did smoke the headlight. I did the same thing on my golf cart as well. They're like 20 bucks. So do not plug, if you do this, do not plug this red wire with the fuse up to the hot, because this is 48 volts. You have to buy an inverter, and I knew better than that, but I didn't buy one. This is the done deal. I got them set in there nice and neat. I got the charger mounted down, so that's going to help hold the batteries in place. And they got a little bit of storage right here to do whatever they will with it. I'm about to go give it a good test run. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video and the content. If not, then keep it moving. I don't really care. I'm just making this for informational use because people like this stuff and getting to know this kind of stuff.